Welcome back to another Daily Brews. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel to join the Brew Crew, the most hydrated crypto community on YouTube. Every night we have the Blockchain Brew Show where we enjoy a different craft beer every night as we run down the crypto market. If you come to tonight's live stream, you'll see me crack open a can of Sticky Traffic from Monkish Brewing Company, a double dry hop hazy double IPA coming in at 8.4%. So let's dive into it. Today, I'm covering some news from Eleanor Tourette. Ellie Tourette, her breakout coverage, insider, Washington, D.C. meets crypto sort of insider coverage. Her big breakout was during the Ripple XRP, Ripple versus SEC case, covering that. And now she is probably your go-to person on X covering the intersection of legislation and crypto. So yesterday she posted, Senator Booker has stepped in to lead bipartisan discussions on a crypto market structure draft for Democrats on the Senate AG committee, taking over from ranking member Senator Amy, according to several people familiar with the discussions. These talks are ongoing between Booker's staff and the chairman's team, the people said. It remains unclear when a draft might be released. Booker, one of the senators from New Jersey, Booker, I don't even know her, has long supported balanced crypto regulations and giving the CFTC greater authority over digital commodities. So, guys, we have, some confirmation here from different senators that the market structure bill, the crypto market structure bill, is being pushed forward in this last pivotal quarter of the year when we see crypto really start to boom in quarter four. Now, this is part of a two-part bill, really, where the Genius Act and the Clarity Act together answer some major questions about crypto regulation. And this will be the gold standard of regulation for decades to come. So it's a very important thing that's happening. And when I go up from today, 7 hours ago, Ellie wrote, the two biggest pieces of TradFi meets crypto news this morning. The New York Stock Exchange parent company is taking a $2 billion stake in Polymarket. And this is the Intercontinental Exchange Market, is investing $2 billion in Polymarket, valuing the prediction market at around $9 billion. S&P Dow Jones Indices, the firm behind the S&P 500, is set to launch the S&P Digital Markets 50, a new index combining 15 cryptocurrencies and 35 crypto-related stocks. Cryptocurrencies in the broader digital asset industry have moved from the margins into a more established role in global markets, said Cameron Drinkwater. Wow. Chief Product and Operations Officer at S&P Dow Jones Indices in a press release. So, guys, that's big stuff. You have a rather than the S&P 500, now we're going to have the S&P Digital Markets 50, combining 15 cryptocurrencies and 35 crypto-related stocks. And if I'm a betting man, ADA makes its way into those 15 cryptocurrencies. And in other news, we see another version of this. S&P launches a new crypto index consisting of 15 cryptocurrencies and 35 crypto-related stocks. Now, this is really important. Senator Cynthia Lummis says purchases for a strategic Bitcoin reserve could start anytime. Guys, there's so much bullishness lining up for quarter four. It's almost hard to keep track of all of it. Between the market structure bill, the Clarity Act, the kickoff of purchasing from the U.S. government, Bitcoin purchases by the U.S. government in a strategic reserve, spot crypto ETFs, You know, guys, the quarter 4 is really lining up to be a big quarter for crypto. The SEC plans to formalize the Innovation Exemption Act for crypto companies by the end of this year. You know, and the common thread here is you keep seeing by the end of this year, quarter 4 is going to be massive. Just in, J.P. Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon says the U.S. government shutdown will not hurt financial markets. So there you go. And guys, to top things off with the Bitcoin chart. Right now on the daily chart, we see price sitting just above the 0.768 Fibonacci retracement level. If we lose this level, the golden pocket starting at 0.618 is down here at about $119,133. So between the 0.618 and the 0.5 at the next level we come to if we close candles below the 0.768. Now, the other interesting piece of this on the daily is that the 21-day moving average is curving up, and it's moving up into the golden pocket. So that will signal even more strength around this golden pocket here. Now, yesterday, we had Bitcoin daily RSI peeking into overbought territories. And on this candle right here, we've seen that RSI come back underneath the dotted line, and we've seen it cool off to neutral. And in an explosive bull run, you know, that lasts over a period of several weeks, it's important to see this RSI dip back into neutral before it takes another shot up. And when it gets into the real thick of the action, you can see the RSI, you know, get elevated into overbought territories for quite a bit, stay over the dotted line, dip back to the dotted line or just under, and then run back up. For right now, the fact that we dipped back into neutral territory to me is a very great thing. So next up, for the 4-hour chart. Now, the thing about the 4-hour chart is I'm going to draw what I believe to be the most important lines of support here. One of them is coming in right here at the 50-period moving average. You know, and it lines up with this liquidity back here. You know, so we want to hold that level for sure. Another important line is right where we're bouncing off of right now, because it corresponds to these candle closes back here that served as resistance. Next up, in my opinion, is these levels right here, which we just saw is the 0.618 golden pocket on the daily chart Fibonacci retracement. And it corresponds to this rejection back here. So at all of these levels where, you know, we're turning previous resistance into support. Even if we lose some of these levels and then regain them later, we're flipping previous resistance into support. Now, the key level, the line in the sand for me, is right here at $117,630. And this is toward the lower end of that golden pocket. And it corresponds to this level right here. A rejection off of this level is what led to our protracted dip down into the $108,000 region. And so once we reclaimed that level, that was the gateway to a new all-time high. So in my opinion, I don't think that we lose this level for a couple reasons. Number one, we have tweezer bottoms right here on the 4-hour chart, followed by a bullish engulfing candle with stochastic RSI, the faster moving momentum oscillator that is down here at zero, basically showing us that there may not be enough gas in the tank for the bears to move much lower. Additionally, when we come back to the daily chart, we are setting higher lows and higher highs, right? This was officially a new higher high on the chart that came in after a higher low. So any dip into these regions that I drew these levels at, still it constitutes a higher low. If we go back to the 4-hourly chart, again, we have higher low, higher high, higher low. So there you have it. Thank you for tuning in. And guys, if you want to trade any of this action, then make sure to find our links in the description. The link to BYDeFi, which is our exchange partner of choice, where you can create an account with our link and get $1,000 bonus when you deposit greater than $5,000 worth of assets. Now, the kicker to this is no minimum trading required, like on other exchanges. In order to get bonuses, you often have to meet a certain minimum trading volume. Here, you simply deposit, hold for the length of the event period. The current event period ends on October 15th, and you get your trading bonus, your deposit bonus, rather. And so you get $1,000 bonus on a $5,000 deposit, $200 bonus on a $1,000 deposit, $100 bonus on a $500 deposit, $60 bonus on a $100 deposit, and for depositing any amount, $100 or greater, you can get access to our VIP signals in our Discord, where a bot aggregates data from top ROI traders on the platform and pumps them out as swing signals, market analysis, and scalp signals for you every day, giving you entries and exits, several take profit levels, and a stop loss. So there you go. Thank you for joining us. Be blessed. Stay hydrated. Cheers.